Good evening, everybody. It's great to be able to come together and to celebrate two exceptional honorees for YouthInc this year. And I know that Cindy Whitehead is out in California with her family and not able to join us, but I know she agrees with me that John would be so happy to see Adena Friedman accepting an honor in his name. You know, I still remember the day that John Whitehead called me and asked me if I would consider joining the advisory board with him and Henry Kravis of YouthInc, a new organization that was being founded by our friend Steve Orr. And I have to admit, I was awed to think about just being in the same room with two incredible statesmen like John and Henry. Because John didn't yet know that he was my role model for many years. I told him about that later. One day, a few of us were having lunch with John, and we were complimenting him on all the work he was doing on big projects. John looked at us and said, "Well, that's nice, but what's really important to me is I try to get up every day and do something at retail. Because if you're not interacting and understanding what the people on the street are going through, you're not going to be able to deal with it." And that just embodied John to me. It wasn't the great things that he accomplished, but it was the way every day he interacted with people and just was himself. From the time he led the boats onto the beach at Normandy, all the way through his legendary career in Wall Street and philanthropy. Adena is a lot like John. She's a great communicator, but she communicates only after listening to other people and making sure she understands other points of view. She's also a problem solver, but she believes in putting groups together to take on the hardest problems that we face, and she goes after them. And you know, as John was a role model for many young aspiring men like me years ago in the finance industry, Adena is a role model for men and women in finance and other industries. And now, as we move to a video, you'll see what I mean about Adena's ability, like John, to interact with everybody.